Quazi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to eliminate the biggest block to your manifestation, and once you do, how your life absolutely accelerates and you start to manifest crazy things beyond your imagination. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you 3 keys to actually help you get to a point where you successfully eliminate these distractions. Before I begin this video, I want to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free in the ebook format, just comment Life Mastery down below, and we'll be picking one lucky winner to get this book for completely free. Also, I'm super excited to announce the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery program is open, so wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. And with that, let's get started with this video. So in this video, I want to talk to you about what the biggest block to your manifestation is, and how even when you're doing all the right things, if you have the wrong things in place, there's always going to be something blocking you. So to give you an example, I would go to the gym. I would try to bulk up and also maybe sometimes lose weight. But if I'm having, let's say a salad on the side, I'm doing all the right things, but with the salad, I'm having a Coke and some fries and a burger, obviously, I'm not going to get to my goals. Because even though I'm doing the right things, I'm also doing the wrong things at the same time. So it's not always about what you add on, but also about what you eliminate. Because you got to make room. You got to be 100% focused to your goals. Right? So all of these distractions are draining your energy and taking you away, moving you away from your goals. Anything that moves you away from a goal is a distraction. Okay? So what this essentially does is it takes the quality of your focus and it starts to divide it up into a million different directions. Okay? So most people, what they do is they move 1 inch in a million different directions rather than moving a million inches in one direction. That is the point you want to get to in order to be able to systematically manifest the things you want in your life. Okay? So when you start to sacrifice things that previously wouldn't have benefited you, you gain the power of focus. The power of sacrifice leads to the power of focus. Okay, so remember that any time in your life, if you want to manifest an extraordinary life, you have to learn to sacrifice. If you study the lives of any successful person, they always sacrifice something. When you try to create something beautiful in your life, there is always some sacrifice that goes behind it. When you go to the gym, when you start eating healthier, you sacrifice maybe time that would be spent watching Netflix, maybe time that would be spent hanging out with friends, and you start going to the gym. You sacrifice the foods that you truly love so that you can get to this beautiful body, right? So when you start to sacrifice for your dreams, then your dreams are no longer the sacrifice. Always remember that. When you start to focus one-pointedly on something, then your life becomes an absolute miracle. Anything in my life that I manifested was all a result of having a one-pointed focus on what actually contributes to that goal and eliminating this focus on what doesn't. And this is where this sacrifice comes in. So once you eliminate all of this, growth becomes very, very natural. Now, to give you an example of that, I had a client recently who reached out to me and she said, Quazi, after that call we had on Saturday, I got to a point where I let go of my old best friend. Okay, so she had this toxic best friend that she felt was holding her back, but she didn't quite know it. And she sort of had a hint that this is something that she should let go. And she said that, once I let go of my best friend, I got to a point where I became a 100,000 And I think she sold a house that she was wanting to sell for a very long time. She was able to sell that. Got to a point where she also met her soulmate. And she was trying to do that for years and years. She said, after we had that talk about how I should let go of my old friends, people that don't serve me, my life just started manifesting to extraordinary levels. And why this was happening was because she was doing all the right things, but she was feeding that old self. So what you got to remember is that at any given moment in time, there are always 2 selves here. There is your old self and the self that you're trying to become, that you need to become to experience that life you want to experience. Anytime we experience a certain part of life, we experience it because of who we have become within. It becomes in our perception, and as a result, we attract it. Only by changing our internal world fully and completely does the external world present itself to us. Right? Most people try to directly influence the external world, but that's very, very ineffective. Only once you influence your internal world fully and change that, the external world comes in your experience. Okay? So with that said, ask yourself this. Where are you leaking energy out? Because right now you have this goal, but you're leaking energy out everywhere. Most people don't even have clarity on where it is they want to go. That's why they never get there. If you don't know what it is you want, you're always going to give out an unclear energy. You're going to start wasting time on things that don't benefit you. You're going to become a procrastinator. All of these things will become natural because now you're just radiating an unclear energy. So what you've got to remember is that in order for your new self to survive, your old self must die. This is going to be the hardest part for most. Sacrifice is the hardest part for most. Because what happens is we become so identified with our old selves. We become so identified with, oh no, I'm just like that, okay? We've just given up. We think, oh, I'm just a night person. I'm not a morning owl. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night owl. This is just how I am. So they identify with this binary stance, okay? Oh, I'm just an introvert. This is just who I am. But you've got to get to a point where you get flexible and fluid in your own identity. Okay? Learn to let go of things that don't serve you any longer. Learn to adopt behaviors, adopt things into your personality that are going to help you get to that goal. If you don't have it now, that's fine. Doesn't mean you can't develop it. It's all a skill. People think that, oh no, I'm just destined to be like this. And then they accept fate. And they just become more and more unconscious, get into apathy, get into hopelessness. Right? So ask yourself this. What am I holding on to that's not serving me any longer? And now we're going to do an exercise, a 3-step exercise that's going to help you get to a point where you get clarity within what it is you need in your life, what it is you need to eliminate, and how to do that. Okay? So with that, let's get to this exercise. Step 1 is you must always have a long-term vision for your life. Why most people fail is that they have changing short-term visions, but you have to have one long-term vision for your life, let's say 10 years out. So ask yourself, 10 years from now, what would I like to see in my life? What is my ideal life? What kind of relationships do I want to be in? What kind of career do I want to be doing? Where do I see myself exactly in 10 years? Get very, very clear on that. Get a piece of paper, write that down right now. And this long-term vision is something that is unwavering for your life. This is something that more or less doesn't change. Okay? Step 2, what you want to do is become extremely honest with yourself. Ask yourself right now, what sort of activities are you doing that's not serving you? What sort of activities are you doing that is serving you? Get a piece of paper, make 2 columns. On the left-hand side, write things that are serving you, activities that are serving you and helping you on this long-term vision, activities that aren't serving you. So to give you an example, meditating, morning yoga, daily exercise, serving me on that long-term version of myself that I want to get to. Eating junk food, compulsive behaviors, excessive masturbation, blah, blah, blah. These are not serving me. So these are the things that I got to eliminate. Becoming people-pleasing, worrying about others too much, learning to say no, not being able to say no to things, that's not things that are serving me. So what I see is a lot of my clients, they have trouble just saying no. Because they've become this people-pleasing version. They've worried about other people filling up the cups of others, and they don't have clear boundaries on their own. Once you get clear on your long-term vision, you will easily say no to this, this, and this. Because now you're clear on what it is you want. And once there's clarity, there is no need for confidence. You just walk, take one foot in front of the other, and just get what you really want. It's as simple as that, and it should be as simple as that. The 3rd step is the hardest one. Sacrifice and eliminate. Eliminate all of these things that you've identified that are not serving you. Make your life emptier and emptier. And there's a great book on this. It's called Essentialism by Peter McKeown, I think. And if you check that book out, this will help you live a life that's emptier and emptier. The goal is to get empty so we can fill it up with things that we do want. And there was a great story about a man who met a monk. And the man kept talking over and over. And the monk just kept listening. And he was pouring tea for this man. And he filled the cup to the brim, and the man was still talking and sharing his ideas like, oh, I know this, I know that. And the monk kept filling the cup up, and it went to the brim, and it just kept overflowing. And the man's like, what are you doing? The cup is overflowing. It's clearly full. And the monk was like, yes, this is your cup right now. It's overflowing. We need to first empty it so that we can put in the stuff we do like. that's what I want happening for you. You want to get to a point where your cup is most of the time empty, because the emptier you get, the more you can put in the stuff that are essential for you to get to your goals. Okay? So with that, I conclude this video. I sincerely hope this helped. If you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. Also, I'm super excited to announce that the Reality Mastery Consult is open. So if you want to sign up for this free one-to-one consult to see if we'd be a good fit to work together in the program, make sure you click on the link in the description below. Hope I see you there. Also, make sure you take advantage of our Facebook group. It's completely free. Just click on the link below and you can sign up for that as well. With that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this, okay? Because I love making videos like this, practical things that have actually helped me get to the point I am today, help my clients transform their lives, and let me know of any suggestions you have for future videos as well. Until next time, peace.